Hey everyone, welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. I had a crazy day, as you do. So, hopefully yours is a little better than mine. I think we're going to be looking at the Undead team today, because we kind of enjoyed Necromantic, and Undead are similar. This one's pretty fun. I think we'll just do that. They're basically this is fun right here, the slower version of the, I wonder if we can get away with, Brooklyn Boners. Probably not gonna be a word we're allowed to use. Team motto, go home or go hard. No, we are not allowed to use boners. Huh. We could just do the spooky, well, this is probably taken. It is not. It is. It'll just be the 2. This doesn't really matter. This is sort of a throwaway team, as you do. So, wow. That's amazing right there. Everything you got going about you, sir. It's pretty freaking good. Just stunning. Alright, well, here's the deal. This is the mummy. The mummy is amazing. 3 movement, bit low, 5 strength, 1 agility, 9 armor. That's a beast. Starts with Mighty Blow and regen. So already it's a little better than the Flesh Golem, although it doesn't have Stand Firm or Thick Skull, which is a little bit unfortunate. Either way, yes. The answer is yes. You buy your 2 mummies right away, you buy your 2 whites right away. And then you talk about what you're going to do. Edmund the Troublemaker. Yeah, I think we need Edmund the Troublemaker. But, so here's where you come up to the part with the Undead. What do? Well, you're a bashy team. In fact, you're probably one of the bashiest teams in the beginning of the game, if not the bashiest team. I think Undead are probably the strongest... Well, he's got something going on with his eye there. One of the strongest races early on. And certainly at TV 1000 to 1200, they're probably, like, that's it, the best team. Bam, done. Maybe dwarves, you can make an argument because of the amount of block and tackle. Hey, Origami, how you doing? Either way, so here's the tricky part. Ghouls are not much better than whites, right? They have 1 extra movement, and that's it. It's 1 extra movement, you're trading block and regen for dodge. Which is a little bit shitty, realistically. It's not something you want. And ghouls die, because they don't have regen, and they have armor 7. So they will be dying a lot. And unfortunately, that means you're going to be replacing your ghouls constantly. So ideally you want to be trying to get your touchdowns on your whites. It's not always going to happen, but that is your sort of ideal thing, because the ghouls are... They're just there to add a little bit of mobility. And they're gonna die over and over and over. Personally, I do think you should start with 2. There is, wow, Cranium Snatch is a great name. I believe we may have enough points left over to buy an extra ghoul at the end if we don't buy a zombie or something. But we're not going to, honestly, because I think the ghouls are the weak link of the Undead team. They're a necessary evil, but I feel like they pull the team down. The mummies are just absolutely amazing. Your whites are quite powerful, and the ghouls are just, you know, eh. Now, again, main reason is because you do not have access to an apothecary, and they don't have regeneration, so it's a bit rough. Now, zombie or skeleton, they are the same price, both 40,000, which is a really cheap lineman, which is awesome. Here's the trick. The skeleton has armor 7, but 5 movement, whereas it's 4 movement and 8 armor zombie. This means early game, your zombies are not going to be going down as often as your skeletons. Early game, AV8 is a little hard to crack, actually. The jump between 7 and 8 is huge. Between 8 and 9, not so much, but in my opinion, 7 and 8 is like the biggest gap in the world. I would pay $1 billion in-game to get every one of my guys up from 7 to 8. Like, it's insanely good. Insanely good. Problem is, though, once you add Mighty Blow, once people start getting Mighty Blow, suddenly Armor 8 is something that can be cracked fairly reliably. Not insanely reliably, but reliably enough. And Mighty Blow is what turns AV8 into 7-ish. It's still a little better than 7, but it's, yeah. Of course, Armor 7 then becomes like, oh god. It's not like the end of the world, but it's not ideal. And then Claw, anyone that gets Claw, most notably Chaos for their ability to get it on every guy they have, turns Armor 8 and 9 into 7 before modifiers. So if you are playing against a lot of Chaos, no reason to take a zombie over a skeleton. Because skeletons have, again, that one extra movement, and they also have Thick Skull, which means they are a little bit less likely to be KO'd. That's about it. It's tough otherwise. Personally, I think get a skeleton, because, oh my god, they look so cool though, right? I think the skeletons look great. You know what? We're going to get 2, just because this guy's name is Rigger the Fairy Master, and his head looks amazing. Oh my goodness, really? Well, that one is quite good, too. All of these are great. I think I like this one here. Personal recommendation, you know, probably grab, like, the 5 zombies. But we're going to be grabbing 2 skeletons. I might honestly say grab 1 skeleton, maybe 2. Up to you. Up to personal preference. The thing is, how much do you value movement, and how used to playing AV7 are you? That's really what it comes down to. So we're going to go ahead and confirm here. Cross our fingers. I did the math. Yes. Okay, great. So we can buy a team reroll. And yeah, 30,000. Yeah, we totally could have swapped one of those zombies or skeletons for a ghoul. And if we go back here real quick, you might be saying, okay, well, hey, let's look here. If you're taking a skeleton instead of a zombie, all you're doing is, for 30,000, you're trading regen and Thick Skull for dodge, but you're getting 2 extra movement. Not worth it. Ghouls are shit. I mean, you need them, but they're shit, and I would not recommend picking them up. I kind of like to keep it at 2, maybe 3, as you progress, and just... Oh, pardon me, everybody. It's one of those things, I normally only have, like, 1 on a drive, if I can help it. Because having 2 is great, but they are going to end up dying. On an offensive drive, 2 is fine, but on a defensive... I feel... Other way around, sorry. On a defensive drive, it's probably okay to have 2 goals. But on an offensive, you only really need the 1, because you're going to be caging up, hopefully. Forget what I've done here. Hang on. Friendly match. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a peek at these guys. Probably help if I sorted, so it took, like, a fraction of the time. And, let's go up against, I don't know. What do you guys think here? Skaven, no. No, I couldn't, could I? Oh, no. Sure. Oh, you know what? Actually, Lizardmen would be a pretty good team. And again, I think our Stinky Skink Smashing Sinks was a pretty solid team. So we can go ahead and put them up against that. So what we're going to be seeing here is a lot of no block, no block. We're going to be trying to take the skinks out. That's something we've talked about. Very much Blood Bowl is a game about knowing your team as well as knowing your opponent's team. Much like, you know, if you played like competitive StarCraft or something, sure, it's great to know your perspective and how you'd be using your matchups, you know, but it's also important to understand what the enemy's going to be doing as well, and what they're thinking about right now and trying to counter you. So in Blood Bowl, we are trying to murder skinks, that's the thing. Well, yeah, I mean, anyone can make a mistake, and one of the hard things with games that are very RNG reliant and being sort of strategy based, like Blood Bowl, for example, is sometimes it's hard to tell if a really stupid play was a really good play that just, oh, offense. Yes, I don't remember the last time we started offense. It was actually a really good play that just had a little bit of bad rolls. You know what I mean? So, ideally here, I think we're going to throw our whites on the sides. I'd like to block the source with the whites as they have block, and that is a fun thing. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice. We do have to rock 2 ghouls, so we're going to put the ghouls in the back. And we're going to put the skeletons on the side because they have a bit of mobility. Now again, skinks are going to have no problem running through our lines. Statistically, they should not have any problems running through our lines. You never know. The Saurus, on the other hand, are fairly stationary. Once you get them somewhere, they can't really dodge out. They need a, I believe, a 1 or a 2 and 6 to roll, like to get out. Not happening. Both teams lose a turn. Alright, well, that benefits the Bashy team, which is half of their team and all of ours. So, that is good times. Wow, Neferine II and Tutankhamun the Chief. Badass names. We are going to go for this guy here. I think we're going to use Tutankhamun. This should probably be a KO, realistically, unless I roll like that. In which case, it won't be. And I'm going to cry. I think I can follow here and still get my my blocks. I can't. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Alright, well, we can change that by putting a guy here. That is annoying. Let's see what we can do, boys. Not following up would have been a smart move, but I want someone to be right there. Just really annoying. Yeah, so that'll get me my 2 die. It's not really how I wanted to do this, but it may be how it has to go. So we are going to follow. Now again, nice thing to remember, mummies are strength 5, which means they actually overpower a Saurus even. Granted, you only get 2 of them, but that's the thing. Wow, very unlucky there. Alright. Let's go ahead and replace the guys that we moved. I can't see any fun blitz I can do here. But I can get a skeleton up here, which is kind of fun. And let's start looking into caging this ball up a bit. Now, they don't have enough movement to get here. The skink's going to try, but it's not going to work out for him. So we should be okay just putting a little bit looser of a cage. We have the white. Yeah, I was going to say, I've never picked the ball up without using a reroll. Okay. That's how that's going to work, boys. I don't know why I have such bad luck picking up the ball, but it is just bad luck end of the day. Like rolling a double 1. So the thing, again, we have to remember, the Saurus are better than everybody but the mummies on our team. That said, the mummies can kick the Saurus ass, so good thing. Neither of them have block, so they're going to be using a lot of rerolls. They can unreliably attack my whites because the whites do have block. Let's see what happens here. So from the look of things, we actually want to break to the right side because the sources are on the left, and they are the scary things. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well that was really unlucky. Huh. Bad news bears, boys. Alright, well. Okay, I did not break the armor 7 with my mighty blow. Happens. Doesn't make me happy, but it does happen. I might be able to do a semi-aggressive cage I can get here. I mean, preferably I'd be more like here, because the skinks are coming. Hard to say. I'm not in like a wonderful spot. But I think that is what we do. We try and get ourselves up here. We can cage up with White and the skeleton. We do have a mummy nearby, which, you know, makes things interesting for them. Park you up here, Mr. White. Kind of want to go here, but like the skinks are just going to run around anyway, so we just want to create more tackle zones and be super annoying. This guy is not going anywhere. He's going to get his ass kicked. Not a whole lot we can do about that. So this is a blitz I kind of want to do. As for everybody else, so I do want to get, if I can get a 2-die on this guy, stand still, and then if I park the zombie here, I should get a 2-die on this guy after, which will be quite nice. Okay, didn't get lucky, but that's fine. No, this is another experiment, Williams. Yeah, that's right, because this guy. The 1-die is not too unreliable. I think I'm going to blitz in here first, though. We're just mostly talking about, you know, what each of the teams do. You know what I mean? This is actually pretty good for us, though. We are going to follow. We've created some annoying tackle zones. But most importantly, we've created some annoying tackle zones. And the skinks are only 2 strength, so they can't really get a full block on this guy. So let's see what happens. Well, we rolled our 1 again, and we rolled a push. Not the end of the world. Not great, but not the end of the world. I do think it's funny though, like the one time we get the offense, and we had quite a bit of it when we were playing as the necromantic team, but the one time we actually got the pick offense, since doing the friendly games, if you will, we just rolled complete ass every single time. Okay, so this is a 2-die against, yeah. All right. Now this works out for him, but again, this shouldn't even be a high block. It should be a 1. Yeah, I was gonna say it's just a 1-die. I know this doesn't look good, but it's not as bad as it looks. Now, if this is another KO out of nowhere, that would have been bad, but it wasn't. Alright. Well, now we just murder a bunch of skinks and sort of see what happens. That's really all we can do at the moment. Or we just roll like shit and don't murder any skinks. Well, we're gonna push our guy out. That'll be the first thing we do. So now it's very easy for him to get out. We could even score this turn with the GFI. Granted, that's like insanely unreliable, but it's a thing. I kind of want to blitz here with this white, but I'm not certain it's going to get anywhere, so I might be blitzing with the gold instead. Okay. We're having, like, extremely bad luck, actually, with, yeah, there you go. It's not so bad. With these rolls, like, holy shit. It's gonna make me cry on the inside. Yeah. Like, look at it, it's just complete garbage. That's all our rerolls. You can use them one every turn. Oh, hey! Mighty Blow did something. Perfect. Now, overall plan, we need the dodge out. Probably need to go for a touchdown, because they can set up a shitload of assists with their skinks, and then get an easy one. We'll see, though. I might not need the touchdown. I might be able to go here, and then dodge this ghoul out, and then sort of help cage. That way we can stall like another turn to hit them. I'm not sure we need to or want to do that, though. I think we might just try and reset it. Albeit they do have a Saurus down at the moment. So, yeah, I think it makes more sense just to get here, cry when the GFI doesn't work. What do you guys think? Alright, best case scenario, you can get here. I mean, that's the thing. Now, let's see what happens. Fails the GFI. Like they always do. Okay. So, that was another one that we've rolled in 4 turns. So, now they have possession of the ball, but we can always blitz, pick it up, and then touchdown after that. Yeah, he's going to roll 2 GFIs here, and he's going to get them both. Yep. Yippers. There's his double skulls. Surprised he didn't re-roll that. I'm not sure why that was the case, but that's what it were. So first thing, I mean, we need to do this blitz. It's not amazing, but it's a blitz we need to do. We have a fairly good chance of knocking him down. We don't get it, but, you know, we push the button, which is really all you can hope for. We're going to do this block here, just so we can free up the white. See, this is what should happen when a mummy punches a skink, unlike the last time, because they have stunty and we have mighty blow, so it's good times. But we do need to tie these guys up this way. Now, they have stunty, which means dodging out of a tackle zone is like piss easy. It's something they can do in their sleep, and in fact, I'm sure most of them do, but it's not what we're overly worried about right now. I could get a 2-die on this Saurus. That would make me quite happy. We're going to have the zombie here do the block. We just need a push. Anything more than that is great, but yeah, it wasn't going to happen. So a push is fine. And that's going to allow me to get this ghoul right here. Now, I'd like him here, but I know I'm going to fail the GFI. Essentially, we're just extending the amount of ways he has to dodge. Because, yeah, every time he has to dodge, it's just a little bit harder for him to get somewhere. Which is great. Yeah, I guess we follow, because they're going to get a 2-die no matter what happens. Let's go ahead. I don't have any way to get this guy out of hell. He's in there for good, I'm afraid. We could park you here. That seems fun. Removes an assist. Yeah, there's no way. And we'll start getting the white over here. Now, this guy's going to dodge out. He has dodge and stunty. Odds are in his favor. They have a reroll, so they'll reroll it if he doesn't. The blitz there was interesting. If he stays, he could run up here and give support. He didn't, though, so that was just a very interesting move. That's all you can really say about it. Certainly would not have been modded, but that's alright. Ew. But yeah. I don't know why they re-rolled that both down. I mean, I wouldn't have done that block, mind you, but I don't know why they re-rolled the both down either. Sorry, I don't really have a lot of commentary right now. It's been just a rough couple days, you know? I'm exhausted. And, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, and they broke armor. Of course they did. But yeah, it's like, work has just been, like, insanely shit. And then today my phone broke. Although, I suppose you can't really start off by saying today my phone broke, because it was a lot more complicated than that. Essentially what happened here is, so I've had my phone for 3 years, and we were due for a new one. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna get the new phone, because I was out early this morning with Kaylin's grandma, and we were helping her get up and set up and get a cell phone, because she's never had one, and she's moving in with us, so it's like she doesn't. Okay, sure, that happened. And you know, she has a landline, so she has to obviously get a cell phone. So it's been interesting. Just been a really fucking stupid busy day, which sucks for me because I get insane anxiety, like before work. I just can't do anything. But whatever, so we did all that stuff. And then, you know, it's like, Kaylin had smashed her phone and it broke, like a year ago or something. But anyway, point is, I was due for a new phone. So I was like, okay, we're gonna get the new phone, see what's happening. And I got it, and then on the way home, like in my whole mind, I was like, okay, this phone that I've looked after for so long, I'm just gonna put in a box, and we're just gonna hang on to it, and if anything happens to it, yeah, there's shitty RNG for you. If anything happens to it, you know, or if anything happens to our current phones, we have a backup. And I thought maybe Kaylin would have something happen to one of her phones again. But no, just on the way home, I'm 15 minutes from home, like walking at like, you know, 11 o'clock at night or whatever the fuck. The phone just randomly fucking broke. Like, I just don't understand how every single turn I can roll double skulls on my second action. You know? There's literally nothing I can do about this. At all. But, it's what it is. There's no way for us to score, unfortunately. And this was like our one chance to get a touchdown as undead. It's quite hard when the... okay, scoring's not impossible. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's impossible. The old phone broke, yeah, but it's still, it's like retarded that it just randomly fucking fell out of my pocket and broke after fucking like 3 years, and it broke 15 minutes before I got home on the day I was replacing it. Like, do you know what I mean? Much like this game, like the RNG is just shitting on me. I don't know. I had a really bad day at work. And normally I like don't give a fuck. I'm like, whatever. Like, life sucks, right? End of the day, life does suck. You do your best, and that's all you can do. But yeah, I gotta roll a GFI because it's a fucking mummy. But yeah, like the whole fucking workplace is falling apart. Everyone's an idiot. Everyone's like just yelling at each other all the time. It's just awful. And it's like, why am I here? Oh yeah, because I need money, and I'm like trying to sign up for a mortgage, so I don't really have a choice. Coop, coop. But I mean, that's life, man. It's just a mess, and like the management just keeps trying to do stupid shit. Like, oh, we're just gonna change how everything works because we think it'll work better, and it doesn't. Like, it just fucks everything up. And it's like, here's the thing. You know, if you're sort of one of those like backseat managers, I know like most managers think they do something, but 9 times out of 10, if you're working somewhere with a manager, not like supervisors, not like, you know, like management positions, like actual managers, like a general manager, stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, they don't do any work, right? They just do like the fucking book work. But the book work ain't shit, right? Yeah, armchair general, that's right. Of course we failed the fucking, or we passed the 50%. But that's the thing, right? Like, these kind of people don't know anything about the business. Except, like, you know, what they're supposed to, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? They know the business side of the business, but normally they don't even know that. They're just stupid. They're just put there because, like, they're brand loyal, essentially, is what the thing is. But it's like, so you've never, like, maybe they did at some point, but, like, they don't work on the line. They don't work, like, you know, out front. They don't do anything. And then they just try and change things how they think is going to help. And it's like, if you don't fucking work, how do you know? Like, you know what I mean? The same reason why, you know, back in the war, fucking British people, like, made so many shitty fucking guns. Because they're just sitting there making... oh, good. Our guys got up. They're just, like, sitting there just, yeah, fapping away. And it's like, well, you know, these guns are selling. It's like, yeah, but, you know, might be good if some of them worked. Nah, that doesn't matter. You don't need working guns. What are you, crazy? This is shit. So we do overpower the source with the mummies, but not with anybody else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the block guys here. We're gonna hope that they actually have the bad RNG this time around. Unlikely, but it's something you have to hope for. And then we're gonna put some skeletons here for maybe a blitz. They'll probably tie them up, but I'm not too worried about that. Well, that is a really fucking weird setup. Alright. Okay. Stinking Skinks get an extra reroll. Which they didn't use all theirs last time. Which Lizardmen should be, but, I mean, I was rolling double ones, like, every single time I did an action, so, you know, didn't really have to. So they're going to get a shitload of 2-die blocks here, unless I get lucky and they push. But, there's always that chance, right? And when you don't have block, this is a little risky. That is not the first person you block. Because, I mean, what if you rolled 2 both downs? Of course they wouldn't, but the idea is they might have, you know? Like, there's one. Alright. Yeah, that broke armor, yeah, fair. Granted, I mean, whites are only AV8, but there you go. Works for me. So, first thing we do, is there a way for me to get to you this turn? Yes, but it's risky. Can I clear a path so it's less risky? Yes. I can. Okay. We can try for it. So we're gonna push these guys down, and we're gonna stay. Reason we did that is now I can move this guy here. And now Frida. Shit, I'm still gotta get this guy. I won't get an assist. I need this guy down as well so I can get another fucking... I would. Alright, that helps. Okay. Pushing this guy would be interesting. It's not what I want, so yeah, we'll just push him down. And here's fine. Yeah, we need the follow though for the assist here. Is we need the white to blitz this guy. That is pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, now we can't blitz, but we can at least get here. I'd try for the GFI, but we've been having so much bad luck. It's one of those things. You just need to realize when the game is shitting on you, and sort of just learn to live with it and expect it. So we're gonna go up and base this guy here because the skink's not gonna do that block. We will do this block here. Yeah, didn't get it. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna push him into range of the mummies, and we are going to stay, definitely. Okay, so these guys have to do a little bit of an attack there. This guy we can park up here, which is quite nice. And this skeleton, we're gonna try and run him here. I'm not sure we have the movement for it though. No, we only do it with the GFI. I guess here is fine though. I really want to be here though. Well, it's a 1 in 6 we fail. So we made it. Excellent. This is a pretty solid start for us. It's not perfect, but yeah. Sorry for being all depressing, guys. I try and keep it positive, especially on stream. Because there's just so much bad shit in the world, right? It's like good for people, like, hang out and have a good time. But sometimes you just get tired and the day's long and you're just like, fuck it, I'm done for today. Checking out. Don't really have a lot of great comments there at the moment. I apologize. Don't even know what I want to do right now. They're not going to try the one die on the ghoul, are they? Probably. Nah, they can't now. Which is nice. Great. So, this is interesting. So, I mean, we can get a 2 die on this guy, actually, which is quite nice. You almost never get that. We're going to take the easy blocks first, which is always sad when you have to take the easy ones and not the important ones. But that's okay. It's just how she goes. Yeah, alright, so we'll go ahead and do this now. Alright. This is actually okay. I mean, it's shitty RNG, of course, but it's fine because this guy's not gonna be able to get out of this without, like, the god roll. Which, again, shouldn't happen. Stranger things have happened, but it won't. So we're gonna stay, so... That was interesting right there. So this guy doesn't give an assist now, so it's a -2 die. He tries to make that block. I wouldn't mind doing this here, which frees up the white. But if we do this block, I'm not gonna have to, I don't think. I think I can take a 1 die and be quite safe and happy with that. We're doing the 2 dice first because, again, I personally prefer them. I feel a lot safer. I mean, a 1 die with block and a 2 die is essentially the same thing. It's not exactly. You can see it worked out there, but normally it's not quite the case. Those aren't too great of blocks. I might try and dodge the zombie out here, but I think we'll be okay. Alright. Bit of a butt random blitz, but I'll take it. So, what he should do right now is not do that. If he hadn't have followed up, he would have still been here. He could have run up this way and at least based this ghoul, which would have got an assist, which would have been cool. And then he would have had a 1 die here. Not good, but if he attacked up this way, he would have, I believe, had a 2 die. So, okay, they might be trying it this time with this guy attacking him. No, they just ended their turn. Random. Okay, well, I just need a push, and then that guy's out. So it's interesting. Okay, what is with this ghoul being actually, like, amazing? That's crazy talk right there. Alright. So we probably want to go for you. Nice. And then we're going to get a 2 die with block with the white. There we go. Mighty blow happening. Now, I should say, like, the odds... your head's gone, son. What? He just picked his own head up? Or oh, it's still like... Oh, okay. Is that supposed to happen? I'm not sure. I feel like part of him is bugged because all his everything is going weird right now. Anyone else seeing that? I mean, there's his head. I saw it for a second. There it is. His fucking arms. Oh, I don't really know. I knew there was something wrong with this game. This is fucking bad mojo all over it, dude. I don't like this. We're gonna go here in case somehow this doesn't work. Now, a smart man would not, because I could have gone here and got a 2 die, but I can potentially do that anyway. So, but I'd rather just be safe about the ball. Yeah, have fun dodging. Oh! Wow! That's this game in a nutshell. Wow, though. Alright. Yeah. Well, I can get a 2 die with the white, which is pretty reliable. And then we just have to see what's happening. It's not a bug, it's a feature. That's what this whole game feels like. No, I'm not. Thanks. No, I'm not. That's fine. Okay. We can try to pick it up on the 33. You know what? This game's going in such a way that I am going to try and pick up the ball with the mummy. Yeah. That's totally going to be what we do. Oh yeah, I'll reroll that, yeah. See what happens. Yeah, that's right. Well, try and get me, boys! I've only got 3 movement every turn. So that means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So in 4 turns, I'll get that touchdown. Time to verify game files. I feel you, Origami. No, I honestly, I do feel really, really shitty. Well, we know that, right? I'm just joking. I do feel shitty about I'm bringing a little bit of that out there with the chat, but I'm one of those people, like, I believe in being honest, you know what I mean? Just who I am as a person, and always used to be. I used to be quite the little fibber, we may say. An embellisher of the truth in some aspects. But, you know, I think we're going to have this guy blitz, and then hit the skink and just keep running. That's the plan. Just keep running, little mummy. Follow your dream. Never give up. Always advance. Alright, cool times. But, yeah, honestly, no, I feel kind of bad. I kind of want to block here. Reason being, we're in a very good spot if we only just knock him down a little, so he can't get any good strikes on us. And also, we want to keep them back here anyway, so that works out. We're going to go here. We have dodge, so it's less likely that the source is going to be able to do anything nasty to us. Again, right now we're just kind of doing tackle zone duty, which we've talked about quite a bit. I think we'll take this guy here. There's no way for me to... Yeah, I'm not going to get to die with him. So we'll pop over. That's fine. Gonna push him... We're gonna push him straight up here. Skink. I got his coach mummy high. Yeah. Can't stop me now. I'd be down. Well, that's enjoyable right there. Once we get this guy. Oh, shit. Alright, we're going to push him left, so he's just mummy bait right now. And that's fine. Mummy bait is okay. So now we've added another assist over here. I'm going to go ahead and move the zombie over here. And just apply one more assist. So we're just annoying the shit out of them. And mummies, their whole point is just to get, or zombies, their whole point is just to get stabbed in the face, so we're going to put him here. But it's like one of those things, right? Like, I don't know. Whether you consider us a community, whether you consider us friends, whether you consider us, you know, just a purely platonic streamer-viewer relationship, I still completely believe in, like, being honest with you guys. And I'm not feeling great. That's alright, you know, and I think being open and talking about things it's just what you have to do. You know what I mean? I honestly, I don't think there's any other way to live your life. But that's just me, right? I'm a very liberal person. I'm very big into that kind of stuff. So maybe I'm just crazy, and that's possible. If we put you here instead, the skink is gonna have, well, he's gonna have hell anyway, but honestly, like, I know this looks crazy, but a skink could do that dodge no problem, because he doesn't have tackle zones. Or rather, he ignores tackle zones when dodging. Sorry, I need to clarify that. I miss when Rudy would punch people and they would always just instantly die. Not die, though, but get knocked down, injured, etc. It was good times. You know, we don't have anyone to punch anymore. Which is a little disconcerting. Yeah, we're gonna move Edmund up here. Just because now, again, it's not impossible for the skink to do this, but it's a little more impossible. I miss me too. Hey, Rudy. Man, I love this skink. He's like, I'll get him, guys. I'll stop the mummy. He'll roll triple one someday. It's true. It's true, I will. At some point. I'm just kicking elves in the dick when they dodge. Should we play a dwarf team then? You know? Maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I just need to get good and play a dwarf team. Ooh. Alright. Next turn, little shit skink. Next turn. You live for now. And that's what I was talking about. I mean, we've talked a lot of times about keep forcing them to roll the dice. Because even when the odds are shit, there's always that, like, 1 in 6, right? Or, you know, 1 in 2,000, 1,000 million, billion, gajillion. Point is, things can happen. And that's Blood Bowl. You know? There's a phrase I used to say in XCOM, back when I used to stream it a billion years ago. But it was something along the lines of, you can't waste a 10% shot, you know? Because in XCOM, I'm not talking about XCOM, the new one. We're going to just go over here and do a little bit of a base. But like the remake of XCOM, the one that most kids now know and enjoy, there's no point in taking a 10% shot. But in the old one, you take a 10% because if you throw enough shit at the wall, You know? Things happen. Beautiful things happen. And 10% shots are what made the game. When you'd, like, you know, full auto into, like, a barnyard or a city or something. Yeah, you full auto in the city. You're like, yeah! And you miss every shot. But that one shot just trails off into the distance and, like, kills some other guy. And you're like, what the fuck? Point is, forcing people to roll dice makes amazing things happen. Good or bad for you. I mean, it's there. Let's go ahead and blitz a skink. Oh, shit. I can't even see our options. Oh, little skinky boy. You doing it, bud. You're stopping me. I think we'll... Do we touchdown now, or do we touchdown next turn? Yeah, we'll touchdown next turn. It'll be fine. I just want to beat the shit out of them some more. Now, if this was like an actual team and not just like a throwaway, this would be nice, because potential to get SPP. It's not really working out, though, because, you know, we're hitting 9 armor characters. But, you know, potential's there. What you got for me? Mighty blow? No. Now, on a normal team... we're totally going to take this, that's fine. Oh! Damn. Yeah, wow. There you go, kids. We talked about how bad ghouls are. Just found out why. Don't have regeneration. -1 strength on a ghoul makes them a shitty skink. A very shitty skink. Speaking of, this skink is... So, hey, here's where we find out, guys. Can I roll triple 1s twice in a row? Actually, 1s or 2s. So the odds are there. Basically, I have a 33% chance per die. We're going to be rolling 6 dice. Little scary. Nah, we got it. Yeah, follow. Oh! And he's in. Nice. Come on, do a sweet mummy dance. Oh my god. Wow. Whoa! That was too lewd right there. I wasn't quite goblin lewd, but that was offensive. Beautiful. Well, that's the undead team. I wish we talked about them more, actually, because I think they're extremely powerful. But they're probably one of the easiest teams out there, aside from the dwarf team. They're very much just... They're slow, and, you know, that's something you have to work on. But, end of the day, you just kind of move them at the enemy, and you hit them. And this is one reason why I'm thinking maybe we should do a dwarf team, because I don't, whatever it is with my brain, maybe it's because I just haven't played them enough, but I do not do Bashy well. You know, I'm not caging up as well as I should. I'm not, like, clustering, and I'm not... Because really you want to get the ball and then you just want to, like, sit and move up, like, 1 tile every turn. I find that a bit risky. I would have done it a bit differently if we weren't against Lizardmen, but that's why I picked Lizardmen, because they're a very difficult race to play against early. Now, granted, they're difficult to play too, because they don't have skills. But at the end of the day, it's like if you have enough Saurus on the field, it's like, ooh, shit, somehow I have to deal with these, like, 4-strength characters. So that's why I did that, and I'm glad. It was an interesting match. I think the RNG was a little wacky. I'd say in the first half, but I feel like the whole time it was a bit wacky. You know? It was almost like the numbers were flipped. But that's alright, things happen. What now? My gosh. Was that an hour? That was an hour, Jesus. I keep forgetting, like, a round of Blood Bowl takes an hour, and sometimes it doesn't feel it, you know? I mean, it really only takes like 40 minutes or something, but I amble on and on and on. I'm probably going to give Zelphus a ring. Not sure if we'll get up to something. I don't think I'll be going to bed, though. I mean, it's only 4 a.m. I'm tired, but it's like one of those, like, just drained tired, not like I'm physically tired, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. So I will be back on like 5-10 minutes, guys, after I talk with Zelphus, and we'll get something else in. But anyone who joined me for Blood Bowl, thanks for joining me, and good talk, guys. Again, I really wish I did this team a little more credit. I feel like I normally describe the teams better. We normally talk about them a little better, but yeah, that is how it should be. So apologize for that. But anyway, take it easy, guys. See you about 5:10.